Hey guys, it's your boy Namar here, back at it with another video. Here to bring y'all, what if Naruto had 2,000 IQ? Now, the way Naruto gets his IQ is from Kami, Yami, and Shinigami. All three of them are females, and this one of them. Normally I would make Shinigami a male, but I'm gonna make Shinigami a female. And then you see how Naruto's life is gonna go. So, as the Shinigami is still in the cutie inside of Naruto, um, this is where um, Kami, Yami, and Shinigami decide that they're gonna give him a bunch of knowledge. So when he gets all of this knowledge, you can just basically imagine. Now he's gonna be so smart that he's gonna know that a lot of people may try to hurt him and stuff when he was younger. So yeah. So Naruto, he at a young age he quickly learns how to read, write, walk, and all that stuff. So Naruto, he will hide his true abilities. Now he loved reading, which was his favorite. So he would read a lot of stories. He even learned the hinge technique after watching some academy students for a little while. So he will hinge, but not only that, he will also learn the substitution, transformation, the clone. He will also hear them talking about chakra exercise, survival, and just like bunch of ninja art. Now then Naruto knows that he wants to be a ninja, so he trains his hardest to be a ninja. Um, So, by the way, what he's wearing now is what he's gonna be wearing as he's growing up. But just imagine more as a ninja attire than anything else. So, so Naruto was basically, he will basically now take his training a lot more serious, and he's reading a lot. And he will hinge into someone when he enters the library. He will hinge to a kid with brown hair, black eyes. Of course, no whisker marks on his cheeks. Now, Naruto, as he's in his hinge, but basically he will read books on on every ninja art. Not only that, on every history, everything. He will even have books on how to skin animals and how to build your own, like how to build your own house and stuff. He also read books on blacksmith and everything. Now Naruto, he knows since he was young that a lot of people in the village doesn't hates him. And as he unlocked his chakra, he started channeling chakra all throughout his body. Now when he does this, he's finding sealed. Now he has also read up on Fuin Jutsu, and he's very good at it. It's what he's not figuring out due to him, due to due to there being a bunch of blank scrolls near it. Now Naruto also find out there that he's a wind and water type, so he will learn. He will leave the library and hinge into someone that is that was to be like a Jonin or Chunin level. I'm gonna say Jonin level shinobi. So Naruto would enter. He would go into the Jonin level shinobi side of the library, where he would then where Naruto would now he'll basically just get all of the he'll get a few how to manipulate the chakra elements. It's basically he'll also find stuff on chakra control. He even does this for the tuning and getting. So he'll find chakra control books on those, and basically a bunch more ninja arts that he's going to need to know. In Naruto, he will learn everything fairly quickly. Now, Naruto has left and went to a forest area. Now, when he's in this forest area, he will hunt. He will catch fish, and he has started to read the books that he took from the library, secretly, of course, of all the full and jutsu levels they have. He realized that their full and jutsu levels ends at 10, and he has heard about the Uzumaki clan and how they are even better full and jutsu masters than in this village. Naruto also realized that the Uzumaki clan was destroyed at the start of the Second Great Shinobi War due to the combination of Kiri, Kumo, and Iowa attacking the village. He also realized that he's the last Uzumaki, thanks to his name being Uzumaki Naruto, which he assumed is because he is a part of that clan. Naruto also read that they have a bloodline. Their bloodline is to manipulate chakra, which Naruto starts to realize that he can do very easily. And as he's up in his chakra control, Naruto sees that he does like the first few chakra controls very quickly. Now, Hiruzen is watching Naruto through his crystal ball. He will wonder why Naruto is not in the orphanage. And Naruto also realized that whenever he does a transformation jutsu, it is solid. It's not as what's it called? It's solid and like it's a solid transformation, and like even when the other people like kind of touched Naruto, they couldn't break the transformation. So yeah. So so Naruto would then start to like take more control of now how his education goes. He also found out about the Shadow Jutsu, so he has Shadow Clones to also help him, which is why he's learning the chakra control exercise fairly easily. He had the thought of like after reading the like the tree walking, that it would be best if he lays down, find the amount of chakra he's going to need, and then start walking up the wall. He does that very easily. Now, here's a scene that these things. So Naruto here is very smart, it seems. In order to able to get the chakra walking that quickly. I wonder how good he would be in the academy. This is where Hiruzen says, I should make a stop to Naruto. This is where Hiruzen will come in his Hokage Gao. He says, hello Naruto-kun. And Naruto goes, hello Hokage-sama. This is where Hiruzen says, don't call me that, Naruto. You can call me Hiruzen Sarutobi, or Chi-Chi, if you would like. Naruto will look at him and goes, wouldn't that not be disrespectful, Hokage-sama? And Hiruzen then goes, I really don't care for that, Naruto. And it's quite, I kind of get enough of Hokage-sama or of that for like he says I kind of get enough of that from like my shinobi's I command now. This is where Naruto goes, okay, GG. Naruto, like, because he understands that Hiruzen doesn't like to be called Hokage-sama all the time, and that like it kind of gives him it kind of makes him smile a little bit. Like Hiruzen will give off a small smile, and then says, Naruto, why are you not in an orphanage? I'm quite curious. This is where Naruto says, well, to be honest with you, Hokage-sama, it's because the orphanage themselves. I don't really get fed well, but not only that, they punish me for stuff that I didn't even do. I don't know exactly why, but they try to beat me almost every night. Of course, I signal your boost when it comes to get those people that try to beat me. But like I'm still. He's gonna say I don't signal, but I run away. Actually, now hers is like, wait a minute. So there's people in the orphanage that try to beat you. Naruto and Naruto said he goes yes. They the person also doesn't really give me food all the time. So I decided that I'm gonna be a ninja, and if I'm gonna be a ninja, I need to do self studies. And I can see that even when I was walking around without my hinge on, most of the villagers did not like me. So I think I'm gonna hide my true skills and stuff. But I will tell you everything I learned. So far, I learned the Shadow Clone Jutsu, the hinge. Also, I have a question. Is the Kyuubi still inside of me? Who's in the mouth? Who's eyes will go wide, but like, no, where did you hear that from? And this one Naruto says, well, I read up a little bit on Flint Jutsu, which seemed to come to me very naturally, thanks to me being, I guess, a part of the Uzumaki clan. His eyes will go wide and again be like, so you. And then Naruto goes, then asks, do you know who my parents are? Here's one says, I know who your parents are, Naruto, but you're not ready to know them yet, due to the fact that they have a lot of enemies. And if people were to find out, you will have countless assassins after you. I can tell that you're a very smart boy, so there would be no point of trying to tell you a lie. Naruto nods his head and goes, okay. Well, if that's the case, can you, like, I don't know, secretly train me or something? And Hiruzen goes, I'm sorry, my boy, I wish I could, but the Hokage duties calls me a lot. The only reason why I'm out today is because I cleared my schedule thanks to me seeing you in the forest. And I was quite curious to why you're here. This is where Naruto goes, oh. And Hiruzen says, would you like for me to get you an apartment? This Naruto says, no. It'd be best for me to go to a forest or someplace else in the village and isolate myself from the villagers. Thanks to me knowing that they're probably going to try to attack me, it would not suit me well to be attacked, since I now figure out that I have the Kyuubi inside me, and I'd rather be emotional mute than anything. I'd rather not get the attacks. This is where Hiruzen looks at Naruto with a sad face. He goes, okay, Naruto, I will let you build your own house if you know how to, or I can get people to do it for you. Which one would you rather, Naruto? Naruto says, I've been reading books on carpentering and stuff like that, but I will recommend you to get someone to build it for me. Also, I need you to ask them to get me stuff for me to be a blacksmith. I've been reading books on how to blacksmith. I want to be able to make my own equipment. That way I know I won't get overcharged. And also, can you get the people at the Higurashi shop in the Ichiraku Ramen extra money? Thanks to them being nice to me, I was able to get a few clothes sets, as you can see, and I had to wear rags. And not only that, have something to eat. I haven't had anything to eat in a while, thanks to those caretakers. Hiruzen, after hearing this, he would be quite furious. He'd be like, so they didn't give you food, they left you in rags? And Naruto goes, yeah. Hiruzen says, okay, thank you, Naruto. That's all I need to know. And also, who is that man with a crane? I see him adopted a lot of kids, and I saw him come at least 3 or 4 times a week. And he was and he was looking at me for a long time, and I felt very creeped out when he does. That's when Hiruzen goes, so Danzo has not got rid of his root like I told him to. I can use that against him. Well, it's not like his root agency hasn't helped me out at all. Thanks to the root Ombu division, they have taken care of the much more darker missions from my ninjas. Anyways, I guess I'll let his root run in secret. This is where Hiruzen goes, yes, stay away from him, Naruto. I don't want you anywhere near him, okay? Naruto then says, yes, GG. Naruto then says, so can you get them to give me some on the like for my blacksmith room. And Hiruzen nodded his head. He goes, sure, Naruto. Naruto would then smiles and give Hiruzen a hug, and he would then start to walk over to his stacks of books as he makes shadow clones. Hiruzen goes wide-eyed. Naruto makes about 20 shadow clones, and it says, okay, I want all of you to read all of those books. And Naruto makes about 20 more shadow clones, and then he says, okay, it's time for us to start water walking. There's some fun over there that we can start with. And so basically, Hiruzen sees Naruto train as he has a few Anbus to go get the materials to build the house. And he got a few carpenters that are new to the village to start building Naruto's house. And they would get down with the house very quickly thanks to the Anbu members helping them as well. Mainly Cat, Dog, or Inu in this case, and Weasel. Oh, and Tiger. Tiger also helped with building the house by setting up the structures and just having them, instead of it being fully wood, they kind of used the wood as like they used the wood as a, what's it called? Like the structure, and then like they did the foundation out of like bricks and stuff. And Naruto has a whole room where he does blacksmith, he does fur and all that. And so like Naruto, he's very good at blacksmith. Hiruzen seen that Naruto was very good and decided to give Naruto one task for him to make. Hiruzen asked for Naruto to make him a staff, and he then shows Emma. He will summon Emma and tell Emma, the Monkey King, to go in his monkey staff. He then says, Naruto, if you can make me a staff that can channel elemental chakra, I'll pay you extra money for it. Naruto looks at his Gigi and goes, sure. And by the way, this has been past, I'm going to say a year. Naruto's now the age of 5. So yeah. Hiruzen then says, he then goes, by the way, this is going to take Naruto about 2 weeks. As Naruto is hinged and walking around the village with a package, and of course the Anbus at the Hokage Tower tried to stop Naruto, but Naruto says, I was actually ordered here by the Hokage for this, and it's only for his eyes only. If you don't believe me, go ask him about the bow staff that he ordered. And everybody there's like, okay. And they asked the Hokage. The Hokage says, yes, bring him in, please. And basically, everybody there, like, after Naruto brought Hiruzen his bow staff, Hiruzen then takes it to to get to the field. He takes it like to try it out, and he goes, wow, Naruto, this staff is very good. And Naruto smiles. He says, thank you, Gigi. This is where Yugao then says, Naruto, do you have any more chakra metal left? Naruto then says, I actually have a lot, thanks to Gigi here supplying me some. Why? And she then says, here. She just pulls out, I'm going to say she pulls out 30,000 Ryu. She says, if you can make me a chakra sword, I'd be very grateful. I needed to be able to channel wind and fire affinity. Naruto then says, wind and fire, huh? That's not hard, actually. That should be done. If you come to my house in like a month's time, or yeah, he's gonna say a month's time, I will give you your staff. Emma actually seeing the staff, he then says, Hiruzen, this staff is very good and crafted. This kid could be a very good blacksmith, if anything, if his ninja career doesn't really succeed for him. Naruto then says, well, I have skills in everything. I know how to hunt, trade, and everything. And I'm very adept in politics, so I can be an advisor also for the Hokage. Which is where Emma, he then smiles and says, kid, that's very good. Make sure you keep up with everything. You need to learn of any new rules or laws that come up to the village. And I can tell that you are You are like very strong for your age. Naruto then goes, yes, I have a very strict workout exercise for my young body due to me being too young. But I mainly work on chakra control, Foin Jutsu, Blacksmith, Kenjutsu a little bit, Taijutsu a little bit. I don't really know any good styles. This is where Yuga says, I will teach you some Kenjutsu. And Naruto looks at Yuga, goes, for real? And she goes, yes. I will come to your house whenever I get free time, okay? And Naruto will nod his head, and she would then says, I'll be right back. She will leave, go get a scroll, and says, here is a scroll on the katas. Learn it. It has the what's it called? In the styles, it has the just like all of the others like abilities, like counters, blocks, parries, and like the strikes. And Naruto, he says thank you to her, of course, and he then says, GG. I understand that I have a lot of chakra, and I'm at the chakra capacity of a low Jonin. And Hiruzen goes, already? Naruto goes, yes. I think it's from my Uzumaki heritage. I also learned how to manipulate my chakra to chakra chains, and I have made contact with it. Flashback. Now, Naruto has made contact with the QB. Now, what could have happened, you may be asking. Well, to be honest, nothing much really happened to Naruto. When Naruto made contact with the QB then, she would have said, hello, Naruto Uzumaki. I'm sorry for attacking your village and killing your parents. This is where Naruto goes, oh. He says, oh, so do you know who they were? She then says, yes, I do, but like the old man said, you're not ready to know their names yet. You must keep training. And yes, I will say now, you are part of the Uzumaki clans, but you get your look from your father. And you also seem to have his attitude in learning too. And you're also like your mother by getting stuff done by practicing it. So, in all, you have a good mixture of your parents. Oh, and my name is Chromie. It's nice to meet you. This one Naruto says, Naruto Uzumaki. Nice to meet you as well. And then she smiled. Then Chromie says, I will also be helping you in training. I will be training you a little bit in fire style in your elemental affinities. In my chakra. I will train you how to manipulate your water and wind chakra. Thanks to me being a Naruto fox, I have all chakra natures. And I have a human form. But I need you to loosen up the seal just a little bit. You just have to tear just just a little bit, so that way you can take control and make this into a force, and I can use my human form instead. And it kind of sucks being here in a wet, damp sewer. Naruto he says sure, and he then says, "Is there any catch to this training?" This is where Chromie then says, "No, this training is not really meant to do anything. I do know that." I kind of do feel a little bit guilty that I killed your parents, but I also feel like it's up to me to train you and to guide you. No offense, Naruto, but you're a young child that doesn't really know much, so it'd be best if I guide you. Naruto nodded his head, and he will start to work on his abilities. Now, Chromie has taught Naruto how to be a bit of stealthy and conceal his chakra. So whenever Naruto did tell them about like how he's a high journey level, they didn't really think about it because they couldn't really sense his chakra like that, other than Emma, thanks to him being embedded with Sage chakra or nature chakra. So basically, Hiruzen no more like wide-eyed that the QB started training Naruto and that she was being controlled, because the QB did tell Naruto she was being controlled to attack the village. So yeah. Now Hiruzen he doesn't really suspect it to be a living member of the Uchiha, or like a known member, but like a member that was probably like said to be dead but is actually alive. So he doesn't really have anything against the Uchihas. but the guy that basically killed his wife because Hiruzen didn't know that his wife was dead due to her being there. And yeah. So Naruto then says, he then like says that he will be going, and if they do need him, they know where to find him. Naruto will leave. He will instantly have his shadow clones do the training of the QBs while he makes the sword for Yugao, which we're on time skip a month, which Naruto has finished making the sword. Yugao came and seen Naruto. Naruto would show her the sword, and basically, as Yugao, she then says, "I brought people here, Naruto." And it comes to be Tintin and our father, and they're like the owner of the Higurashi shop. I'm gonna say Kaido Higurashi is Tintin's father name. So when Kaido and Tintin saw Naruto, they says, "Oh, hello, Naruto." Naruto then says, "Oh, hello, Tintin. Hello, Kaido." Sans, and basically, um, he would say hello, Tintin Chan and Kaido San. That's what he says. Naruto's very respectful in this one, unlike his counterpart. So, so Tintin, she would kind of says, "So Naruto, what have you been up to?" She didn't. This is where Naruto says, "I've been training to be a ninja, and I have been also very good at blacksmith. It seems to come to me naturally." This when Tintin father goes, "Oh, so you took up on blacksmith, huh?" This is where Naruto says, "Yes, I have. I would say I'm very good. I have made the Hokage a staff and had him tested against one of his monkey clansmen in both staff, and it works perfectly good. It can channel all triple natures that the old man has, of course. And I made this sword here. As he pulls it out of his sleeve to Yugao. Yugao is like happy because like it's just like her old sword in weight and feeling. But when she channeled chakra into it, she saw that it can channel both wind and fire to make it even more dangerous. Or she can channel it separate. This is where she then goes up, she hugs Naruto, says, "Thank you, Naruto." Naruto then says, "No problem, Neko, Nichan." Now, as everybody hears this, they're like, so you are calling me big sister, huh? And then she then removes her mask and says, "My real name is Yugao. I don't care if you really know my name, but don't worry. I will be coming to visit you every now and then." And Naruto then says, "Oh, and thank you for the training in Kenjutsu." And he's throwing in Shuriken and Kunai. It really helps because I didn't know what was wrong with my form. And she says, "Well, it's not hard that you're also very talented and smart at the same time. You're easily able to put in the technique, and now you can throw kunais and shuriken at moving targets. By the way, how did you make those training dummy moves?" And then this Naruto says, "Well, I use Fuinjutsu. I have mastered all the Fuinjutsu known here, and I'm going to assume as Gigi-san. Or can you do that for me? I assume if he can find me some higher Uzumaki or some more Fuinjutsu. I have made I'm kind of are still learning some medical ninjutsu stuff, but I will learn that as I keep going. But guys, I'll be ending this off here. If you do like it, please leave a like, leave a comment. Peace.